Hello everybody, welcome to Coco's Crochet. I'm Litza and tonight is our podcast number 60. It's my favourite time of the week. It's Thursday evening here in Sydney, Australia on the 30th of November 2023. I hope you're all doing well and I'm so glad that we're together, hanging out, catching up on what we've all been up to in the past week. Now, it's actually dawned on me today that tomorrow is the 1st of December. So I don't know how you're all feeling, but I'm feeling a tiny little bit overwhelmed with the thought of how much and I guess all of us need to do in the next few weeks. It's really only about 3 weeks to Christmas and a few days after that. So we really need to get cracking on all of our crochet projects. I think that sometimes I feel like I've overextended myself, but in saying that, it gives me so much joy when I actually complete the projects and gift them over. But what I need to do, and I'm not sure if you're in the same predicament, is that I've got to stop starting new projects. So that's going to be my goal for the month of December. I'm going to make a little list, which I haven't done so yet, but I will do one and prioritize what I need to get done. So maybe that's something that you could be doing too. I'm not sure if you're all a lot more organized than me, and possibly you are. But as I said, I've been extending myself because I just want to try everything like we all do. But I think this is the time of the year that I actually need to slow down and stick to a list. So I'm going to get that sorted and probably share it with you next week. It just came to my mind now. So that's something I'm going to actively work on in the next few days, because like we said, tomorrow is the 1st of December and time is running away from us. If only there were an extra 24 hours in every single day. Anyway, let's get on with tonight's podcast. I have so much to share with you. FOs, some whips, actually more whips than FOs, but I'm going to be able to showcase 5 lots of your makes as well, which always makes me so very excited. I've got my clipboard here, fibers everywhere guys. I've got my clipboard, I've got my marker. You know how much I love to tick things off. But as always, we're going to start off, because it is Thursday after all, with Tile of the Week Thursday. Now, our friend Sam, for those of you that don't know, because we are at week number 69, so I'll be very surprised if you all aren't aware, but we do have some new friends, so thank you for joining us. Hello and welcome. We're going to talk about this book that our friend Sam over at Manfors makes. So if you're not already friends with Sam, go across, check her out and her playlist on Tile of the Week Thursday. I'm sure you will have many hours of entertainment. And her partner Mike is also jumping on board with this organic crochet along. So we're all having fun of this together. So how did it all get started? Sam got gifted this book, 100 Crochet Tiles in Happy Mail. And she decided on the spot, without giving it any thought, that she would crochet each and every tile, 1 tile a week, until the whole book was completed, which is pretty much 2 years in the making. So as I said, we're at tile number 69, and this week's tile is called the Wildflower. I will show it to you in a moment. And the great thing is that for those of you that have been following along until now, and if you want to see what's been going on, put in the hashtag Tile of the Week Thursday and you can catch up if you haven't seen any, or any that you've missed out on, because there are quite a few of us that are just as crazy as Sam, because we love her so much. We're supporting her and we're having fun along the way too. So this week's tile is a tapestry mosaic tile. Up until now, for the last maybe 5 or 6 weeks, we've been doing mosaic crochet tiles, but I'm so excited to get started with the tapestry tiles. Now, our friend Josephine, hello Josephine, as always, has sent me her tile, and the experience that she's had this week is exactly the same as mine. So what I'm going to do is actually read off her blurb for you that she sent me, because it just sums it up to a T. So let me get my glasses on before I show you our tiles. Now, Josephine said, and like I said, when I was reading this, I thought, oh my gosh, is she reading my mind, or is it the other way around? So Josephine said she finished tile number 69 and she's done tapestry crochet before, but not with more than 2 colors. That there's a clue already. There's more than 2 colors in it. She had a slow start, but it got better. And let me tell you, that's exactly how I felt, because my little hurdle was getting my head around their chart, because I love doing tapestry mosaic using the chart more so than the written pattern. And this written pattern didn't even tell you about the color changes. You had to rely on the chart, and it was written a little bit differently to what I'm used to. For example, I'll just give away one little part of it. At the end of each pattern repeat, which in this case is where you turn the corner because it is a square. It had like an extra little block with a circle in it, which meant the chains. But in other ones, it doesn't have that extra block with the chains. It's just at the very end. So if you're familiar with tapestry mosaic, you might understand what I'm saying, because I don't think I've explained it very well. Anyway, back to Josephine's blurb and what was in my head as well. So she said that because there were more than 2 colors, she had to untangle the colors, and that was a hurdle for me too, because it was hard to get a rhythm to pick them up, but it did work as long as you took the time every so, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 rows to untangle the yarn, but otherwise it was okay. Some of the yarn you can see where Josephine says where she carried it up with the 3 strands, myself as well, and I think for me it was more so because I used a very light background. And then she says, but it's done, and I guess that's what matters, guys. So let me show you the tile in the book, and it's called Wildflower. I'll try not to show you the chart because I don't want to get copyrighted. Now there it is. It's actually quite a pretty tile, I think. And as I said, I actually do enjoy the tapestry style of crocheting. Now here's my tile. And that's what I meant using the lighter background, because in some areas you could see the colours that I carried through. But I do like that this was a front post double crochet. And I think it looks very, very pretty. Now, here's Josephine's one. Now, Josephine has been using a 3.5mm hook, whereas I use a 5mm hook. I love your colors, Josephine. Absolutely gorgeous. I love how that yellow stands out and how it complements the purple toned colors that you've used. I absolutely love it. Let me show you the tiles together while I talk about the yarns that we're both using as well. We're both using 100%. Oh wow, look how good they look together. Oh, beautiful. So we're both using DK weight yarn. Josephine's using a 3.5mm clover and I'm using a 5mm clover. And for those of you that don't know, all my yarns are this Marvel yarn, 8-ply yarn with my hook, as I said, and I'm using 7 different colors that I pick and choose from. And this week we had to use, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4 colors. So once again, there they are together. Absolutely gorgeous. I think they both turned out beautiful. So let me get my clipboard, guys. The most important thing is going to happen now. You know what we like to do? We like to get our marker and tick tile of the week number 69, done and dusted. How exciting is that? And I'm actually a little bit excited for the next few tiles because I do believe that they are tapestry crochet. So I say bring them on. I'm actually excited. And this was only 8, let me just pop that there, my little information. It was only 8 rounds, which went a lot quicker than the mosaic tiles because they were in the 40s from memory, rows. But because we had to untangle the yarn, I think it slowed us down a little bit. I'm sure that Josephine agrees. If not, let me know in the comments down below. Now, very exciting. You know how much I love to showcase all your makes because we love to see what everyone is up to and we get inspired, and that's the problem. The inspiration is what gets me, and I always try to make something that you guys have shown us. But wait, this week, what did we say? We're going to stick to a list, but I can't wait to showcase everyone's makes. And please, all of you, if you want to show, you know, your beautiful creations to us, send them to my email. Let me know in a little blurb what you use, you know, what yarn, what hook size and what have you, and I shall showcase it each and every time with my absolute pleasure. Now, let me get my glasses on because I always like to get the facts straight. So, these always come to us in the way that they come to me in the emails because I love each and every one of you equally. So our very, very first makes come from our friend Shirley, and she has been busy creating gorgeous little lovies. Now let me show you the set of 8. Aren't they adorable? And Shirley said she couldn't wait to share her little friends with us. Now, these were all purchased at Walmart for our friends that live in America, and they're from the Christmas collection. And you will see that most of them, and when I show you the next photos, you'll see that most of them have little red or green scarves around their little necks and or red or green feet. How gorgeous is that? So here they all are here. Let me show you. Here we have a little elephant and a puppy. And I love how clever Shirley is. Thank you, Shirley, for displaying the little lovey on top of the lovey. The little plushie on top of the lovey, so we can actually see what they look like underneath the little lovey. I like to call them ponchos personally. How cute are they? So a little elephant and a little puppy. And then we have a little panda and a little hippo. They are adorable, and I love that you've used different patterns like hexagons and pentagons rather than just the traditional granny square, because that's what I've ever used. And that looks like a star one there. Absolutely gorgeous. I love the zebra and the dog. And wait till you see this moose. I fell in love with him, the moose and the kitty. And I'm pretty sure the kitty is Shirley's favorite. How adorable are they? So thank you so very, very, very much, Shirley, for sharing your little loveys with us. She did say that they brought her so much joy creating them, and I can understand why, because I absolutely love making loveys as well, because they are a very quick and easy project, but they give you so much joy when you're creating them and gifting them. So thank you, Shirley. Now, Josephine didn't only make the tile this week. She's been very, very busy creating other things as well. So let me show you her sweater. How gorgeous is that? And I'll tell you a little bit about the yarn that she used and other details. So Shirley says she's finished her sweater and she's used willow yarns, strips, self-striping in the color paisley, more brilliant with a little sheen. So it's a bit more brilliant than what we can see it. She said that she didn't color control, and she used the extended single crochet stitch, which I think is a lovely stitch as well. And she added single crochet ribbing to the collar and the sleeves. So there's her little sleeves up close, and the collar and the ribbing down the bottom. It's a little bit dark. Oh no, it's not dark. That's where my finger is, the mannequin. Beautiful. And I'll just show you the next photo because it shows you how she joined them together, the pieces. Here, so you can see here, Josephine said that she used the slip stitch to join the front and back and joined around the sleeves and added on the sleeves in the round, beg your pardon. So the sleeves are added on in the round. Now, Josephine also says that she didn't use a pattern and she just used her measurements, which I think, just like she does, that is super cool. Well done, Josephine. Very, very pretty colors. I absolutely love them. And then she also made another market bag for November. How pretty is that? It's just hung around the mannequin. It's actually a market bag. You can see that. Absolutely gorgeous colors as always. So thank you, Josephine, for sharing your makes. You're always so very, very busy, and I love seeing what you create. So thank you for sending all that through to us. Now, our next gorgeous make, and I'll show you the photo, comes from our friend Michelle. Isn't that gorgeous? I'll bring it up close so you can see the colors and the stitches. Now, this is an Afghan that our friend Michelle made for her brother for Christmas. Now, she says that he wanted a large one, and this one actually fits a queen size bed, and it's 55 by 75 inches. That certainly is huge. Now, she used Krista's from the Secret Yarnery Sober Granny baby blanket pattern, and she said that she adjusted the size for, you know, the bigger size blanket, and she added a stripe. The yarn that she used was the Caron Jumbo Chocolate Variegated and Caron 1 pound Espresso and Off-White. Absolutely gorgeous color combinations there, and she used a J hook. She did say, Michelle did say that though this pattern is like a yarn eater, it uses a lot of yarn, it was a breeze to do. I'm sure your brother will absolutely love his Christmas gift, Michelle. So thank you so very, very much for sharing that with us. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now, the next two things come from our friend Brenda, and Brenda receives the Crochet Society box like I do, and these are both makes from the most current box, which is box number 45. And wait till you see how gorgeous they are. Now these are tiny, but I'll show you a photo up close and then how they are. Look at them, aren't they gorgeous? So they are the earrings that were, see those little bits there, they came in the box as well. And look at that tiny hook that came in the box. But Brenda was very clever. This is how she crocheted hers, let me tell you. She says that she loves the box. She said that she was happy that they actually had some patterns with thread, but she went a little bit rogue, which I absolutely love. And she said that she used 4 strands together rather than one. And instead of the 0.75 millimeter hook that they included in the box for us to use, she actually used her 2.25 millimeter hook. But she said that she will treasure the hook that came in the box. She absolutely loves it. Now these earrings, so Brenda's earrings measure about 1.5 inches. So they're a little bit big, but not too big for her. And she says she loves them. And why shouldn't she? They're absolutely gorgeous. And here they are here. I love how you've displayed them here for us. And it says there's scatter seeds of kindness and something about finding peace. Absolutely love that. So there you go. There they are, absolutely gorgeous. But Brenda didn't stop there. She continued making things from the same box, and she's made the little rocking horse. Now here he is here. He is gorgeous. There you go, guys. Now let me read you her little blurb about the little rocking horse. So Brenda made both these this week. So Brenda says, I made the little rocking horse, and she used a 3 millimeter hook in hopes that it would make it a little bit smaller to fit inside the bauble, because the Crochet Society box came with a bauble to fit this little rocking horse in. She said that because she made the earrings, as we just saw, she said that she accidentally cut the thread and she had just a few little pieces left. So what she did is she matched it very, very well, I have to say. I didn't even know until I read your email that you used your own thread from home, and you matched the colors perfectly. And she says, thanks for inspiring me to go ahead and make this, and for your helpful tips. And she also says that she's very new to amigurumi. So well done, Brenda. Excellent work. If this is one of your first pieces, you did an amazing job. And, I'm very happy that I was able to help and inspire you a little, but you did an amazing job all on your own. And, please keep going, because like I said, if this is your first amigurumi, you can only produce many, many more beautiful gorgeous makes. So thank you. I hope you share those with us as well. And last but not least, our friend Liza has sent us in quite a few things this week. She's been very busy. She's made her first lovey. And how gorgeous is this little bear? Now she's also told us that she used this yarn here. Let me show it to you. There it is there. And this is a velvet chunky yarn, and Liza used a 3.5 millimeter hook. That is absolutely gorgeous. Now Liza continues to crochet from her Crochet Now magazine Zodiac cow. Look at him, isn't he gorgeous? And this is her Capricorn. And she did say that she has 3 more star signs to go. And last but not least, in the Christmas spirit, Liza has continued to crochet her little, how cute are they? They're all made out of thread, so her Christmas ornaments. Very, very nice. So thank you so much, everyone, for sharing your beautiful makes with us. You know how much we love to see them, and I really appreciate that you take the time to share them. Thank you so very, very much. Now, I want to bring you a couple of little updates of what I've been up to. The very first thing that I'll talk to you about is crocheting for the community, just a little update. Now, some of you may have already seen this little lovey in one of my previous podcasts. He is made using, like the poncho or the lovey is made using blanket yarn. He is so soft and squishy. I absolutely love him. Now, he's going probably tomorrow. I was only told about it today, so this is why I offered this. We are having a charity what is it called? A charity auction. One of our families, the mum isn't very well, and she does have 4 beautiful boys. So we're hoping to raise as much funds as we can. And it's also, so the auction's going to take place while they're doing the gingerbread house workshops. So we're hoping that a lot of families, with their children will join in and, be able to just put a few dollars towards the auctions as well, so we can raise as much money as we can. So that's where this little lion, so Leo the lion, will be off soon to his other forever home, and hopefully we'll be able to help our little family in need. So please, keep your prayers. Although you've never met these people and you don't know who they are, they really do need all the love they can get. Now, the other thing that I've been working on is on a second blanket for Boggy Creek Camp. Now, I'm hoping to finish it in time to send with the other one. And if I don't, I'm just going to continue working on it until next year. I'm not going to worry that it won't get to the children. It's just a matter of which year I get it across. But as I said, I do have until probably mid-January or maybe end of December to do so. So what I'm doing this time round is just a continuous granny square. It doesn't matter which side I show you because it's all the same. I'll show you the yarn up close. Sorry, guys. So you can just have a look at the yarn. It's actually very, very pretty. And as you can see, it just self-stripes by itself. It's just this yarn here. It's like a denim look. I absolutely love it. It is so, so soft. And it just came to me in millions. I've got quite a few bags, so I'm not worried about running out of the yarn. And I am using a 6mm hook. And currently the size of this blanket, and it is so soft and squishy and very lightweight too, which I think, will be nice because the children are in Florida, I think predominantly, which is quite warm and humid, I guess a little bit like Sydney weather. So I think that this would be perfect. So at the moment, where is it? My blanket is 26 inches or 66 centimeters, which is just past the halfway mark because I think it needs to be, if it's a square, 40 by 40 inches. So there is opportunity to finish it, and I'm hoping that I do. But either way, it's going to go to the children, whether it be this year or next year. So that's my little update on crocheting for the community, which always makes me very happy. And we all know that, giving back is what's very, very important. And I know all of you do. So it's just amazing. I just thought I'd bring you up to date with that. Now, whips. Now, my whips are all the same. So let me get my glasses on. So about 2 weeks ago, most of you would remember that this cushion was made, this eye cushion, because my mother had given me the insert. And, when my mum gives me something, I make sure that I treasure it. And this was one way to do it. And I'd always wanted to make an eye something, and the cushion was perfect. Now, my family and friends since then have seen the cushion, and immediately I got asked to make 4 on order. So 2 were this size, and I'll show you them because I've actually finished them. 2 were a little bit larger, and then there are 7 people in my family that really, really wanted one, and I said, hey, of course, Christmas gifts. And then I decided, that was at 11 the count, and then last week I decided to make 1 more for my girlfriend who absolutely loves anything to do with the eye. So guys, I'm in deep, very, very deep. I can't get out. I've made too many promises, so I really need to start finishing some of these off. I was hoping to have these done by this weekend, which I think I will. I'll show you the others that I've got that are on order so I can get those out of the way. So let me show you the 2 that I finished. I think I might have showed you one, and apologies, I really need to remember what I'm up to. So this is these are the 2 that I finished, the 2 smaller ones. Peekaboo. And I am using those gorgeous little handmade with love buttons, which I got on Temu, like at Temu. So they're done. And then I started to make a 3rd one in that same size. But I'll share a little tip with you if you don't already know it, because I discovered it just by trial and error. Because when I was doing these ones, see here, and I know that the eye isn't, meant to be perfectly round, but still, I'm trying to get as round as I can. When I started to create the square, and that's what takes me the longest, I don't know if it's the same with you, getting the stitch count correct, and then after that it flows again. But as you can see, it's sort of like kind of, pulls it out a little bit, and that's perfectly okay. But I thought, to make it less obvious and a little bit flatter because it does get a little bit wavy at one stage. What I did with this one was, when I finished the size of the eye that I wanted, before I started adding the background color, I did one row with no increases in the color of the background, and that seems to be working better. What do you guys think? I think so anyway. Does that show better? Anyway, we'll soon find out because I'm going to put the cushion insert in it as well. So that's one that I've only got one more row on that before I start the back of it. Now the other two bigger pillows, I've made the two front panels. I've just got to reach down because they're here. So all the other cushions that I'm going to make, other than the one that I just showed you, are all this size. They're about 50 centimeters each. So I finished the two front panels. There's one and there's two. I think they look pretty good. Now I have left the stitch markers on the first one on the row where I started making it into a square, because I just didn't want to think, because I do the same for the back. I don't just do a square on the back because I want it to look quite even and to have the same stitch count. So can you see there it's a circle and then it turns into a square. And I've started, where is it? Here, just the back panel. So I'm up to, oh, that's really dark. You can't see that, can you? So, oh, I'm not doing a very good job of it. So basically I've started the back and I'm up to where I'm squaring it off. So I've got one whole back panel to make for the big ones and half, and then a whole back panel for the small ones. So if I actually apply myself this weekend, I should get it done. But the only dilemma is, guys, we're all a very social group, and this time of the year we do have Christmas parties. You know, last week there was one on a Saturday night. This week I'm going out on Friday night. Not that I'm complaining, I'm loving my social life, but it cuts into my crochet time. Anyway, we can't have it all, guys, can we? So that's my whips are very boring at the moment because they're pretty much, this is what I'm working on, and you know, a couple of other little things as I need to. Now, what have I got to show you that's actually finished items? Now, those of you that have already seen my video a couple of days ago on the Crochet Society box number 45 pattern winner, you'll know that I made this little rocking horse just like Brenda. And now look at this. Sorry, we have twins. I absolutely love it. So this is actually really, really sweet. It's a gorgeous little ornament for this time of the year, or any time of the year really. So it's going to sit up here for now, and Brenda's one will sit there as well, because now we have little twin rocking horses. I absolutely love it. So I finished that during the week. That took me a few hours, but I did stay up very, very late one night till about 1:30 in the morning because I really wanted to get it done, and I did. Yay! Didn't fit into the bauble though, but that's okay. It's still a very gorgeous ornament. Now the other things that I've finished are so cute. I absolutely love them. Now, you've probably seen these before, but I couldn't wait to create them. So I purchased these goggle eyes, or googly eyes, which most of you would be familiar with. They are usually party favors. They come with the eyes separately in this one, so they're not very children friendly unless they're a bit older. But what I like is that you can mix and match the colors of the eyes to the little, you know, the little part, the finger puppet part. So when I purchased these, I did have in mind to make little finger puppets. But guess what? Sarah Satch must have read my mind, and she is amazing. Absolutely love her. She's actually got a video that's called Google Eye Monsters Finger Puppets Crochet Pattern, and I will show you what I created from her pattern. Now, she has 3 different goggle eye monsters there. She's got the straight leg one, the curly leg one, and one that looks like a worry worm. Absolutely love that one. So instead of crocheting the eyes on, I beg your pardon, like doing little French knots or sticking on goggle eyes, you can use these and it looks amazing. And she also has one where she does a hair scrunchie, so that's something I want to make. But I actually made the goggle eyes, and the great thing is that all you need is some scrap yarn and some other bits and pieces, and you can create these amazing little finger puppets. So here is the original one, guys. I'll pop it in my finger so you can see him. Look at that. Isn't he gorgeous? Isn't he the sweetest thing? I absolutely love him. Now, when you watch the video, she will tell you exactly how to make him, so I won't take that away from her. But for this one, I used my 5mm hook, so the same hook that I used to make crochet my tiles, as recommended by Sarah. And I also use this ball of yarn here, because you can use any yarn really, DK weight or maybe a bit thicker. But I use this one because this one isn't the softest yarn that I've got. It's actually very pretty, but it came in millions and at the time I couldn't feel it. But this is the perfect project for it because it needs to be hard wearing, heavy duty, because children are going to play with them non-stop, hopefully. Imagine the puppet shows you can put on with these. So here was the first one that I made. Now, mind you, I made all of these this afternoon when I came home from work for tonight in about just over an hour, including the thought that went into them, choosing all the supplies and sewing in all the ends. So in actual fact, each one would probably take 10-15 minutes max to make. So let me show you what I created after this one. So then I thought, how wonderful would it be to put some beads on him, because I have all these pony beads here, and I've also got wooden beads and some other beads as well. And then I thought, you know, let me just try and see how they look. Look at that, guys. You can put them on every foot, every second foot like I did. You can match it to his eyes. You can do whatever you want. So I continued using the same yarn, and then I thought I'd put some little beads on the end. So that worked well. Very excited about that. And then I thought, wait a minute, I've got a lot of, you know, the fancier yarn. What's it called? The novelty yarn. I love this one with a sequin in it. I didn't have time to create one with this, but I had the tinsel, and I thought, how awesome would that be for Christmas? So I teamed it up with just a DK weight or 8-ply yarn to make it easier to see. And I made this little chap here. Here he is here. Absolutely love him. Now, because this is novelty yarn and I couldn't see exactly what I was doing, he's actually got 9 legs instead of 8, but I don't think anybody minds. But how awesome does he look, guys? So very, very festive. So he looks awesome. And then I thought, wait a minute, we can go one step further. The only thing I need to do is buy a smaller version of my craft bells, because I've got these craft bells, but these are bigger ones because I've got these to put them in the tails of rattlesnakes or snakes, so I can't wait to make those. But look at this. Let me pop him on my finger. Listen to that, guys. How good does he look? And I made some legs shorter than the others, and I only put them on the end ones because that's enough. You don't need to put them on every leg, but I would like to buy some smaller ones because I actually think for this size little monster, he would be better. So you know what? As long as you can use your imagination, you can create them any way you wish, or simply, as Sarah says, use all the different color scraps that you've got and create all the different colors, because you know the beauty is that they do come in different colors in the packs. Now I know you could probably get bigger packs than this, but I just wanted to try them and I absolutely love them. So thank you so very much, Sarah Satch, for another awesome project. So much fun and so easy. I can't wait to make a scrunchie. Actually, I imagine that they would be so much fun, but I don't know which one is my favorite. I really do like the Christmassy one, I have to say. And you know what? If you had black, like furry yarn, you can make like spiders for Halloween, for example, or if you just like spiders. Anyway, so I was very, very excited to get that to you today because I've been wanting to make them since I got the ice from Temu, my little Temu haul, which was about 2-3 weeks ago. I must say I do like him very, very much. Imagine that in a scrunchie, the bells as well. Anyway, I've talked way too much about these goggle eyes. It just shows you how excited I am about them. So, guys, I haven't got my list. Yes, I do somewhere here. All I can say to you is that that's it. I'm done. The whole list completed for the week. I'm so happy that I was able to bring you a few little things other than my eye cushions, because I think that's what you'll be seeing for a little while. Now, what have you all been up to? Please share in the comments down below, because I know you're all very, very busy this time of the year. This is our time, guys. This is where we shine. This is where we try to, you know, crochet away as much as we can and give to as many people as we can. And that's the problem that we have, that we've got way too much happening and not enough time. But the great thing is that it always brings us joy. So it's all worth it, isn't it? Anyway, life-wise, everything is just cruising along. Can't complain. Only about 2.5 weeks of work to go, so I'm very, very keen for that. The weather has been crazy. We have had the biggest thunderstorms. In actual fact, I had to cancel Coco's Crochet Corner last night because I didn't want my friends out in that weather. I was nice and safe at home, and I wanted them to be nice and safe at home as well. I did miss them terribly though, so I hope to see them next week. But it was wonderful getting to hang out with you all today and always. So until I see you again very, very soon, take care everybody. Bye bye for now.